Fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
And here's Curry for three. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 9.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Richards. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Outside, Green. No good from outside. Draymond Green has been on display for the Warriors. He made a big impact, scoring. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponents in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Zach Collins out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Patrick Williams. And it's Sexton in a 2-guard. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. The 3 from Sexton, rebounded by Butler. The Warriors lead by 16. Stolen by Giddey. Chicago passing it around. Richards. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powered at home like that. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Nick Richards go to the line here. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
And here's Green from the arc. Chicago with a rebound. The steal! Inside. Porzingis punishing inside.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop it.
Oh, deflected. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Anthony Simons comes in for Sexton. Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Butler can't get it to go. And so Simons will bring it up for Chicago. 15-point game. It's stolen by Green. Now Curry. He's got 12. From outside, off the mark. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Simons. To the cup, Curry. The shot no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Horford pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 13. Green with the ball. And it's Giddey picking him up. Butler. And And it's Butler with the jam.
Love seeing Butler go up strong. He dunks it, you feel it from here.
Collins outside. Here's Smith. The layup misses.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Here's Horford, and Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Green for three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And it's Simons penetrating. Oh, misses the dunk. To the middle. Outside for Butler. On the wing, Curry. Simons with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Smith. Good. That's his fifth bucket in 9 attempts.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Curry passes to Green. Collins with the rebound. Bulls trail by 13. The floater, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And what balance from Giddey. Able to take the hit and still power through.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Warriors have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Horford passes to Green. Green on the attack. And Horford powers it home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the Fan Half-Court Shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, one guy who's getting it done is Draymond Green.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pond pairing up in the backcourt. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center spot. Richards, the pass to Williams. Back to Richards. Over Porzingis. Richards' shot is off. The Warriors lead by 12. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Butler. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Richards with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Back to Richards. The Warriors pull it in. They led by as many as 18. Porzingis with a screen on Simons. Here's Curry. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist from Giddey. Simons got 8.
Well, this is why you got to keep pace with Simons, because once he's got a step on you, you're finished.
Here's Curry. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight, and he drops a first. Chicago making a switch here. And so Curry nails both of them.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Richards. Here's Buzelis. It's stolen by Green. Here's Pajemski. Outside Curry. To the paint. Porzingis misses. And it's Simons with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, so are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Guys?
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Curry drives in. Ooh, the emphatic rejection. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. Ooh, ripped away. From Pete Giddy. Pajimski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 9. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Curry from deep. That won't go either for Curry.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Sexton's checked in for Chicago. Green with a screen on Simons. To the inside. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
What a nice read by Green. He's got a basketball IQ off the charts. An incredible understanding of the game.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Horford, a screen on Giddy. Pass to Horford. Horford gets it done inside.
Well, look, if you're facing Horford in that two-man action, you have to track him off the pick.
Back to Simons. Oh, he just jams it right over Stephen Curry.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Horford, right side, outside, Green. Green with a screen on Simons. Clock at 6. A good look from Horford. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Buzelis. There's the 3. Knocks down the long J. Buzelis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry creates inside.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Giddy finds Simons. Inside. Here's Richards. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Horford, a screen on Simons. Shot from the mid-range. And up the court come the Bulls on the break.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Screen by Horford. Pajimski into the lane. Good work defensively by Richards. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Simons. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Golden State. They led by as many as 18. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Smith, Colin Sexton out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Jones in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. It's Giddey on the wing, 20 feet out. Great D that time from Pajimski. The Warriors lead by 6. Horford knocks it loose. They're running. For 3, Sexton. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side, Pajemski. The kick out, Curry. Takes a 3. That shot off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Simons is checked in for Giddey. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Curry. Bulls trail by 6. And it's Simons missing. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Porzingis sets a screen. Butler with the ball, guarded by Smith. Here's Porzingis. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 8.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Curry.
Yeah, fearless play from Curry inside. Going up against tough defense and getting fouled while shooting.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Jones. Porzingis there for the rebound. The Warriors lead by 8. Green in the post. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Yeah, and Green is having a solid night offensively. I'm sure the bench is really enjoy seeing him light it up.
Golden State has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. The 3 is off.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The 3 is in.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Smith up top. Curry against Giddey. Using the glass to lay it in.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Now Butler. He launches. No. Giddey against Curry. Now Smith. And Porzingis with the block. Green in the post. Giddey defends. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup.
A top passer at his position. Green really takes pleasure in feeding his guys and getting them going.
Oh, Green rips down the board.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him. Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Warriors.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Draymond Green.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Simons with it. Now Pajemski defending. Here's Smith. Another shot. Giddey outside from deep. Shoots a 3. Porzingis there for the rebound. Now the Warriors with it. Now Butler. Curry outside. Oh, the shot is off. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. They have...
Jimmy,
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Overrun. Oh, Liddell, he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Brett Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Overrun. Oh, Liddell, he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Brett Rampage Jackson. Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Overrun. Oh, Liddell, he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
Wow! Brett Rampage Jackson.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. Now, Golden State's starting five. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
Wasted no time on that one.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by SGA.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it.
This guy is so elusive with the ball in his hands. SGA just understands how to get off the dribble drive.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Now, SGA. After the missed three from Stephen Curry.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Green. Holmgren against Butler. To the middle. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, and finish with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Now here's Wallace. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Butler against Williams. Porzingis.
Well, Jimmy Butler, outstanding at creating opportunities for his teammates. He is not just a scorer, guys.
Caruso, a screen on Green. Curry with the steal. Over SGA. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Curry passes to Porzingis.
Add that to the repertoire of moves on the interior. KP doing work.
Warriors leading by 9. Williams with the steal. Pass to Holmgren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now it's Curry. He's got 5. To the paint. And stolen by Caruso. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Screen by Porzingis. And the rejection by Holmgren. Green against Caruso. Outside Williams. Caruso, the pass to SGA. A big-time effort for... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Here's Porzingis, and there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's the Warriors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Kevin, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Holmgren can't hit. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Porzingis, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Green kicks to Butler. No good with the triple. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Williams gets the bucket.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
Green finds Curry. Green with a screen on SGA. Here comes Curry. Holmgren with the steal. And it's SGA in the corner. Here's the teardrop. Draymond Green with the rebound.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Porzingis can't hit. Thunder have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Wallace the pass to Holmgren. Williams kicks to Caruso. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. Shoots over Curry. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Warriors have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Inside, it's tipped. Williams with the steal. Caruso against Green, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Outside Williams. Back to Caruso. Outside for SGA. Caruso, a screen on Green. Williams. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. So it's the Warriors now. Green with a screen on SGA. Power down with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Down low. Here's Caruso. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the line for him here.
You really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
The Warriors making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Green with a screen for Horford. Driving the lane. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. A shot by Curry, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And so he hits both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Wallace misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Horford with a screen on SGA. Here's Podziemski. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It's stolen by Green. SGA against Curry. Horford with the screen on SGA. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Taken away by Williams. It's stolen by Green. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Curry has it in the corner. Over Wallace. The shot by Curry, no good. Wallace against Green. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Caruso with the steal. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's SGA in at the 1 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
SGA kicks to Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. To the inside, Green. And it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Holmgren in the corner. Caruso against Butler. It's stolen by Curry. Butler on the way for 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Green with a screen on Wallace. Down low. And Green slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Horford. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
Over to the left wing. Out to Wallace. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. 5 to shoot. Hits the target from 18 feet. And now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And stolen by Caruso. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Holmgren right side. SGA up top. He's defended by Podziemski. 4 on the clock. Holmgren can't hit. Warriors leading by 5. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Shots good by Green.
Draymond Green will pick his spots on the interior. He can read a defense, and he understands when to attack.
Williams finds Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Daigneault said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie.
You have to love how tough Al Horford is. When he gets deep, low post position, it makes it really hard on the defense.
Curry's checked in for Brandon Pajemski. Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Williams with the ball, and it's Horford picking him up. Hartenstein inside. Misses from close range. Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Nobody near Melton. Drains it from beyond the arc. Melton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Boy, certainly looked like the defense was okay, letting him shoot from 3. But let's remember, he can hit some of these.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Moody. And the Warriors, another 3.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Inside, and finished off by Horford.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them. Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 7th. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Seth Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Horford. And it's Santos in at the power forward position. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Warriors leading by 17. Now, here's Moody. Pass to Horford. 13 feet away. And too long on the shot.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Williams dishes to Holmgren. From outside the arc, the Warriors pull it in. And here is Moody. Here's Melton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Well, this guy's such a polished player from this area of the floor. Al Horford, it doesn't get any easier than that one right there.
Williams finds Caruso. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren in the high post. Outside Williams. Lets it go from the wing. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
SGA on the wing. Guarded by Kerr. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Here's Horford. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Wallace. Misses the three. Warriors leading by 19 points. Horford no luck. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And he banks the layup in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now Horford puts up the three. Holmgren rips down the rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Draymond Green.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Santos.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Santos. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, trailing by 19. And yeah, it's good! The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting, but there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Outside, SGA. Off target with his three. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Curry. Pass to Moody. And stolen by Williams. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
With the arm of the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Leon has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd's, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd's, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd's, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd's, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd's, oh, wow.
Liddell has done it again.
Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to get it. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant runs point with KCP to his side. Then it's Jackson, then it's Edey, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by the Thunder. Edey, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Caruso, a screen on Jackson, to the middle. Caruso misses.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Edey with a screen on SGA. Morant. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That play is Morant's ball handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very effective.
Caruso finds Williams. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And the dunk by Jackson.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Wallace. Tipped. Outside Morant. Pass to Edey. Now Jackson. Back to Edey. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Edey.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Caldwell Pope against SGA. Down low. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Caruso, pass to Holmgren. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Hey guys, the Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Ali, thanks a lot. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. And Ja Morant has said he wants to dial back his dunking for his health. Did that ever cross your mind, Richard, as an aerial artist?
Well, dunking can take its toll over time, but I was kind of a crash test dummy. I was going to keep jumping no matter what. Ja's a little bit more concerned with getting hit in the air.
And so he makes both from the line. Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", Ja Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Memphis.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. In close. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. Wallace, the pass to Caruso. Outside, Williams. To the paint. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Holmgren. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
How many young 7-footers have a floater game? I mean, Holmgren is just unreal.
High post Edie. Pulls it from the top of the key. Caruso grabs the board.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Outside, Williams. And stolen by Jackson. And now Memphis on the break. They grab their own miss. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Morant. Stolen by Caruso. Here's Wallace. That one no good.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's Edie. And that's not gonna go. A big-time effort for Zach Edey, providing a lot of energy for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8 points. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
On the court for Memphis, Morant runs point with KCP to his side. Then it's Edey, then it's G.G. Jackson, and it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
And that one's good. Morant.
Ooh, little sweet touch on the floater. Morant has so many shots to choose from in his bag.
SGA with it, and it's Edey picking him up. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Back to Morant. To the inside. Here's Edey. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Thunder trail by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Yet to see a basket. Wallace outside. Back to Caruso. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Caruso, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
On offense, here are the Thunder. They trail by 7. Williams passes to Caruso. Lets it fly. Caruso, a screen on Jackson. And it's Williams off the drive. Yes, it's good. Williams has got 5 now.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Thunder trail by 5. Now here's SGA. Still no points. Caruso, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist by SGA.
And Shea's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Edey with a screen on SGA. Here's Morant. The Thunder with the rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Morant. Here's the teardrop. The shot's good. And it's now only a 1-point Grizzly lead.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision-making.
Caruso against Morant. Jackson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace with it, guarded by Morant. Holmgren, left side. Here's Williams. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Morant. Oh, Morant! No one better driving the basketball.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Brian?
He's a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. No good. That's his 3rd miss out of 5 attempts. Outside Morant. Right wing. Inside. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Holmgren. On the break. Here's SGA. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander turning on the Jets.
And so agile there on the break. I mean, you got to appreciate Holmgren hustling to capitalize in these situations.
Clark with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. And the basket by Clark. Clark's got his first bucket in this one.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Jerome. Goes back up. Gets a hand on it. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Clark outside. Pass to Spencer. Here's Aldama from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Memphis ahead, up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you gotta like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Wallace and Williams run the wings. Alex Caruso is out there with Holmgren, and it's SGA in at point guard. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Clark. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking it inside. SGA.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks the interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
That one drops for him. Holmgren's got 12 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Pass to Clark. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
SGA takes it himself. Count it. SGA's gotten 4 this quarter.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Clark. Holmgren with the block. For the lead. Williams passes to Wallace. Can't connect from short range.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Here's Coward. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. High arcing shot. Williams misses. Grizzlies lead by 3. And here's Jerome. No points yet. Pass to Aldama. Just 4 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. 3-pointer, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
After years of being a fringe rotation player, RJ, Ty Jerome has had a surprise emergence.
Yeah, just had by far his best season in the league, and he's proven to be a guy that can come in and run the show and be extremely efficient.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see it miss.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. Clark with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA against Jerome. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. For the lead. Can't get it to drop.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Clark with the screen. Now here's Jerome. Watch by Wallace. Jerome, that's good. 1:15 left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Caruso, a screen on Jerome. SGA passes to Caruso. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. On up the court. Off with the layup. Thunder trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. SGA knocks down a 3.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
Jerome feeling it out a bit. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Wallace, tightly guarded. Caruso misses. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. Wallace, the pass to Caruso. Aldama grabs the board.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
To the inside, Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Memphis leading by 6. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Morant runs point with KCP to his side. Then it's Jackson, then it's Edey, and it's Hendricks in at the 4-man position. Outside Morant, shot clock at 5. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Pass to Morant. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one. Who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Outside for SGA. Caruso outside. Shot clock at 6. Now Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Holmgren. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Memphis leading by 8. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now, and Hendricks gets it to go.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Out to the wing. Here's Hendricks. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. The offensive rebound. Pass to Hendricks. With 1 on the clock. Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
To end the run. Memphis with a rebound. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And he slams it in one-handed.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now Holmgren. Ooh, it misses. Now Caldwell Pope. Intercepted. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
It's stolen. Caruso fires. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Floats one up. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Thunder trail by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander. He got it.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
Caruso. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Memphis leading by 9. Morant with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Edey outside. Let's loose for 3. The triple drops.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Now Holmgren. Edey with a steal. Here's Hendricks. Ooh, poked away.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Grizzlies.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Zach Edey.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Puts up the tray. Edey rips down the board. Don't do anything silly, just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
First personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Memphis.
And so he hits both. Holmgren. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's Morant. 34 seconds left in the game. Edey with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Outside Morant. From downtown. It's good from beyond the arc.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow! Overruled. Oh, Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. Then it's Zach Edey. Then it's G.G. Jackson. And it's Hendricks in at the four-man position. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Edey with a screen on Curry. Here's the floater. Another shot. Edey can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Well, their pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
The textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Now here's Morant. To the paint. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Curry. There's the drive. And the wide-open shot from Green. No good on the 3. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Now Jackson, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Jackson, rebound by Butler. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A 3 from Porzingis. Hendricks pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the screen. Pass to Edey. Jacks up a 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Curry passes to Porzingis. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Morant. He can't get that one to fall. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters, guys.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Now here's Morant. Nothing on the board. That one doesn't go. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And looking nimble on that drive. Porzingis is a big guy who also drives well and draws the D's hand.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Warriors leading by 5. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Here's Jerome. To stop the run. The second chance effort. Here's Edey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edey's got 7.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Porzingis can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Caldwell Pope outside. Out to the wing. Pass to Edey. Back to Jerome. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And a miss there on the triple. Now Jerome. Still scoreless. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Curry fires from way outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors ahead, up by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We've got Ty Jerome, and it's Clark in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors, leading by 5. Hendricks pulls it in. To the middle. Here's Clark. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Clark's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Grizzlies. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Jerome passes to Hendricks, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Porzingis kicks to Curry. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Back to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Hendricks. Back to Clark. Pass to Jerome. Again, Memphis. Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage, and in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot twos, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Here's Jerome. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Outside, Horford. Green finds Curry. Back to Green. Over Hendricks. Curry passes to Green. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low, it's stolen by Green. Curry looking around. Green with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And it's Green.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
They double him with Butler. Hendricks, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Green with a screen on Caldwell Pope. It's Curry with the drive. Steph Curry on the attack.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Here's Clark. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Clark's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Here's Butler. Butler on the attack.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
To the inside, shoots. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 10 points in the quarter.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Green passes to Horford, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. .30 seconds left in the second quarter. Horford no luck. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
Clark sets a screen for Caldwell Pope. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Just a smooth customer off that pick and roll. KCP making a quick assessment and decides to take it for himself.
To the paint, here's Green. Off with the layup. What a performance for Brandon Clark. He has been the story for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, the key is to be in an attack mindset but still play under control. When you do that, good things tend to happen.
The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. And it's Porzingis in at the center. That's the Warriors' 5. Now here's Curry. Green, the screen, pulls up on the wing. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jerome against Curry. Jerome passes to Clark. Can't cash in from close range. The Warriors trail. Butler takes it in. And slam dunk by Butler.
How about the speed there from Butler? Just a knack for knowing where to run in transition.
Pass to Coward. Here's Clark. Now Jerome, guarded by Curry. Jerome passes to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Porzingis with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Curry finds Porzingis. It's rebounded by Memphis. Hendricks has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Jerome with it. Clark sets a screen for Jerome. Yep, that one goes in there. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Picked by Clark. Here's Jerome. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Golden State. Memphis moving that ball around, and Clark slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Curry. He has 7. Porzingis with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Curry dishes to Green. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
But that's a look you rarely see him miss.
To the wing right side. Pass to Coward. Back to Jerome. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Warriors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. One shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Back to Green, crafty move, and that's 2 points on the layup. Green's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Here's Jerome. Nice jump shot. Good. Jerome's got 8 points. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Clark. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Clark. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Al Horford. He's checked in for Porzingis. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Spencer's checked in. 35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bangs home the trifecta.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Curry against Caldwell Pope. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos is checked in. Moody's subbed in for Butler. Here's Spencer, guarded by Curry. Edey with a screen on Curry. Inside, 4 seconds left. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So it's the Warriors now, trailing by 5. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and Wells. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. Caldwell Pope against Melton. Here's Spencer. Pass to Edey. Shot clock at 6. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Memphis leading by 7. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Curry passes to Santos. Now here's Melton. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Here's Spencer, guarded by Curry. Edey with a screen for Jackson. Back to Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Curry way outside. Curry with another miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. to the inside. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Edey. Shot clock at 5. Oh, what a powerful dunk. That was a no-doubter.
Oh, that's how you power that one down, young fella.
He went hard to the hoop and did not disappoint when he got there. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points.
Now here's Jackson. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. On the free throw, no good. Warriors trail by 10. Butler hammering it home.
And that's what they want to see from Butler, a take charge mindset, that desire to attack the rim.
Here's Spencer, guarded by Curry. Beyond the arc, knocks down the 3. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Here's Curry, following the score by Memphis. Green outside, Curry outside. Green with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Curry, it's off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Now here's Wells, guarded by Curry. Now Edey, and he jams it in.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Brandon Clark.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Now here's Curry. No good again that time. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jackson with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Tips it up, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Curry kicks to Butler. Here he goes. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was.
Poor clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow! He's done it again. Dynamite! Look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
Jackson!
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again.
Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
It is all! Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson!
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again.
Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
It is all! Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson!
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away.
Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is... Oh, wow.
Ray Allen has done it again.
Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way.
It is all! Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson!
Two of the best. In the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Prince. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in a shooting guard. Now here's Butler. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Butler.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looked, and we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch.
Antetokounmpo for three. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here are the Warriors now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and Coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And here's Milwaukee now, following the score by Golden State. Here's Turner. Pajimski grabs the board. And the Warriors with possession. And the layup is good off the glass.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And there it is for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
You know, what makes Porzingis a nightmare matchup, guys, is his size, skill, and agility.
Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Prince finds Antetokounmpo. 14 feet away. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Outside for Green. Green, a screen. Curry passes to Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Snapped away. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's in there. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Back to Curry. Down low. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Clock at 4. Over Green. Another miss by Antetokounmpo. The Warriors lead by 5. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Turner. Prince with the bucket.
Nice heads-up defense from Turner there, paying off with a successful fast break.
Green, the pass to Porzingis. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Give him 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Turner. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Butler surveying the floor. They kick it out to Porzingis. Outside, Green. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Puts up a deep 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for Golden State. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with Brandon Pajemski, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Now here's Porzingis. Give him 8 points now. He's off on the layup. And Taurean Prince has played for a number of teams so far. He's handled each experience like a total pro, Clark.
Yeah, that's the impression I get, B.A. I mean, he's somebody that welcomes every new opportunity in this league. Plays with a maturity and joy that helps any team. He's just a basketball player, understands his role, and relishes that wherever he is.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Curry. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
And so it's Golden State with it. Following the score by Milwaukee. Green, a screen, tries it from the top of the key, and it falls all over the rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 5.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a
gambler. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Porter gets the bucket.
One of the things Porter Jr. has done is really improved as a decision maker. Excellent pick and roll action there.
Up ahead, here's Antetokounmpo. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead. Curry looking it over. Inside, Porzingis. Can't cash it in from close range. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Outside Porter. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Shot from 12. Porter's shot is off. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, B.A. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Brian, back to you.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Outside, Green. Green with a screen on Prince. Here's Butler. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Sims, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Porter. Screen by Antetokounmpo from the elbow. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Right on the money. Porter Jr. wanting to make an impact and a statement from the mid-range.
Shot is good by Curry.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 13 points in the game. Pass to Sims. Over Porzingis. Sims can't get it to go. To the paint. Crafty move. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
This is what we've come to expect from Porzingis. I mean, no let up in his game at all. When he's got his foot on the pedal, he mashes it.
There's a screen. Giannis to the cup. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. They recover it. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top. They lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Green out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Trent in it to 2. Here's Thomas. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Portis down low. Horford covering. Shoots a fadeaway. Portis' shot is off. The Warriors lead by 3. And here's Moody. Pass to Pajemski. Down low. It's stolen by Trent. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Here's Green. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Moses Moody.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Clark, the one expression you hear a lot in basketball, reward the big man. What's that all about?
Well, you know, B.A., the big guys often are the guys doing the dirty work, the unsung work, rebounding, setting screens, getting up and down the floor to create opportunities for their teammates. But they also want that rock, too. So get them the ball every now and then. Let them eat.
Now, here's Green. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Thomas, left side. 4 on the clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Portis.
At the defensive end, Horford, he gives you everything he's got. Always looking to contest shots.
Nice D from Horford. Here's Melton. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Horford, back to Pajemski. Pass to Santos. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Thomas, left side. Kuzma, outside. Now here's Thomas, defended by Pajemski. Thomas misses.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
Melton outside. Pass to Horford. Uncovered. Good as the jump shot falls.
Part of what makes Horford such a really good jump shooter is the fundamentals and mechanics, but also his confidence.
Thomas, that's good.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And Green comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now here's Thomas, defended by Pajemski. Portis, left side. Thomas outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Portis. Over Moody. And off the left side of the rim. It swirls in for him.
Well-timed play that time by Portis. He's a load coming downhill.
When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Clark.
Yeah, I like that combination, B.A. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's thumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the three, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
Looking to win the run. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Portis a screen. Thomas passes to Kuzma. Horford with a steal. To the middle. Here's Moody. Moody gets one inside.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Kuzma. 32 seconds left in the third. And here's Portis. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. Portis has got 8 points.
When you watch Portis, he's not just a good jump shooter for a 6'10 guy. Bobby's just a straight-up good shooter, period.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
The kick out to Kuzma. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Warriors on top. They're up. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Butler and Draymond in the 3 and the 4. Brandon Pajemski out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Butler on the wing. Green with a screen on Prince. Outside for Green. Oh! Green dropping the hammer!
His hang time on the rim with the sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Turner. Here's Curry. The bank shot, no good. The Bucks trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor, covering up so much ground with those long strides.
The putback. The kick out. Curry from downtown. Curry splashes it in.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
To the inside. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Green with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And so Porter will bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 4. Antetokounmpo against Green. Antetokounmpo inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter. 17-footer is in.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
On the drive, Butler. Off on the layup. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Look it!
Huge points from Porter Jr. Fearless in big moments.
And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. Green in the post. Antetokounmpo's there. And Turner with the block. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To take the lead. Porzingis there for the rebound. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Now Curry. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter.
The competitive fire and clutch ability of Green comes out in these big moments.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Here's Porter. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Green, a screen. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo with the block.
No mercy shown that time on D by Giannis. Great rejection.
Here's Rollins, defended by Podziemski. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Outside Porter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Green with a screen on Prince. The drive by Butler. Jimmy Butler, a vicious finish.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Oh, stolen by Turner. Green against Antetokounmpo. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And no luck that time either. Now Green. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so...
Thanks, Guy.
Allie, thank you as always.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow! Overrun. Oh, Liddell, and he's done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Overrun. Oh, Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It's all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Overrun. Oh, Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It's all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Overrun. Oh, Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It's all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Overrun. Oh, Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It's all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama with a save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow. Overrun. Oh, Ray Allen has done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. It's all. Wow. Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the save, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag. And the crowd is, oh, wow.
Overrun.
Liddell, he's done it again. Dynamite.
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. Hill's going to take this all the way.
It's all wow. Quit Rampage Jackson.
Ball clearance and a
It's time for the NBA. And Stan, talking about this matchup for a second. When it comes to moving the ball, these two teams have to be considered two of the very best at it.
Couldn't agree more, Kevin. Both of these groups, very selfless. Got to give a lot of credit to these coaching staffs for getting their guys to buy in on a team-first mentality. That makes for some tremendous team chemistry. And by the way, it wins a lot of games, too.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey. Collins is out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Booz Ellis in at the 2.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Podziemski with it. Green, the screen. To the paint. Podziemski finds Green. Butler from outside. Collins grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Down low, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
And here is Simon. Pass to Smith. Sweet move, and Smith with the stuff.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry passes to Porzingis over Smith. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Mr. Collins, this one for 3, buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Porzingis, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, look, you want to make Porzingis work, but he's also excellent from the line, so you sort of pick your poison.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, Coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Smith finds Collins. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Collins has got 6 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And And the dunk by Porzingis.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Smith for three. Sinks the triple. He's got 7.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
They kick it out to Green. To the middle. It's stolen by Buzelis. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you, Kevin.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And here is Simon after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Podziemski on the wing. No scoring in this one. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
First personal foul. Second.
And he knocks down the first one. Podziemski hits them both. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Chicago trailing here. Porzingis with the steal. Green kicks to Curry. Collins grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Down low. Pass to Giddey. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. He was all alone on that one.
Not necessarily a staple of Butler's game, but they are reminding the defense he can drain it from deep.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Curry. They kick it out to Green. 3-pointer. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now Butler. Here's Green. He's guarded by Collins.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that march.
Back to Smith. 1 second left. And Smith with the stuff.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Warriors. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
Love seeing Butler go up strong. When he dunks it, you feel it from here.
Puts it up. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Richards.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Green. The rebound by Richards. Well, Chicago has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Simon shooting. It's on Jimmy Butler. Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good manners.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball. You couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
Curry wide open. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 4 assists now tonight. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Curry deciding where to go with it. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Driving inside. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Pass to Richards. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Bulls. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Outside, Horford. Green kicks to Curry. Curry from 3.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Here's Yabusele. Here's Richards. Al Horford with the rebound. Warriors leading by 14. Outside for Curry. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Yabusele. Back to Richards. Curry with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Green with a screen for Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Keeps it alive. Buzelis grabs the board. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back to you guys.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie. Misses in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Sexton slams it in.
Yeah, give it to Sexton. He can get up and finish.
Horford the pass to Green. Back to Horford. It's deflected. Here's Buzelis. He's defended by Pajemski. In the corner, it's Buzelis. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors leading by 14. To the inside. And the dunk by Horford.
And no chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Richards. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the paint, here's Green. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Pass to Yabusele. Back to Richards. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we'll be right back after this.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Give me a beat. And thinking about the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection. And it's a great finish! Oh my gosh.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
There's the three. Moody's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move. And Greg, as a former point guard in this league, give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Shot by Pajemski, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Pass to Sexton. Inside, here's Smith over Horford. And it's Smith missing. Warriors leading by 11. Driving in. Nobody near Melton. It's good from long range. Melton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Down low. Here's Smith. Back to Okoro. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Okoro. Smith's got 11 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Santos from past the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut back down to 12 with the bucket from Smith.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah,
Here's Santos. Got him with the pump fake, but out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Smith, and he goes big with the jump right over Al Horford.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Stolen by Okoro. Goes up, and Okoro throws it down.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Santos, the pass to Horford. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Bulls trail by 8. Outside, Simon. Pass to Smith. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Isaac Okoro. Here's Pajemski. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Outside, Simon. Stolen away. Outside, Curry. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got 10.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
Simons finds Richards. The shot's good. Richards got his 3rd basket of the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here comes Curry. Here's Porzingis. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Richards. Offline with his 3. Warriors leading by 13. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, Butler with the quick trigger there off the catch. Nicely done.
To the inside. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Green. Here's Porzingis. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action in just a minute. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Bulls trail by 15. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Pass to Podziemski. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Here's Williams, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, it seems like Simons is always keeping his options open, always willing to make the pass instead of taking the shot.
2 on none, no one back to stop this. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Pass to Curry. Golden State moving it around. 5 on the clock. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Warriors lead by 13.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Back to Richards. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Picked away. Pass to Giddey. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And everyone loves running, especially a guy like Giddey.
Now Porzingis, stolen. Now Simons. Layup, no good. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Green.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
And that one misses. So for the Bulls, Collins comes in for Nick Richards. And Smith subbed in for Williams. Good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 12. Now Collins. Now Giddey. Here's Collins. And the layup is off. Now Butler. Butler on the move. Got it.
Well, look, you can't give Butler these lanes to the rim. He's explosive on the attack.
It's Giddey with the drive. Collins against Porzingis. And the shot goes in.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
That free throw good from Butler.
Well, you got to appreciate how Butler inspires his teammates. He gives them someone to rally around on the floor.
Here's Collins. Poked away. Porzingis with the steal. Curry, he takes it in. Strong move off the glass.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Now Simons jacks up a three. Can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Curry outside. Tries it from 19, and it's good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's...
Whoa!
Gracious.
Matas Buzelis.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Here's Porzingis. Shoots the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Stolen by Collins. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this...
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow!
Overrun.
He's done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson. Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Grant in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow! Overrun. He's done it again. Dynamite. And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle. He's going to take this all the way. Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson.
Up next, the Warriors taking on the Thunder. For Golden State, consistency is their goal. They want to win each half, each quarter, corralling rebounds. These teams are excellent at it. How does that help a team's energy, Doris?
Well, I think you work so hard to contest shots. You have to finish the possession by making sure you corral the defensive rebound. Such an important part of the game.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. SGA and Wallace for the backcourt. Alex Caruso is out there with Chet Holmgren, and it's Williams in at the 3. Wallace outside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Porzingis with a screen on SGA. Curry passes to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
Holmgren outside. Williams on the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Williams a screen on Green. Caruso, the pass to Williams. It's rebounded by Golden State. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Back over to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
And how about the Thunder? Doris, last season, bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
Now the Warriors with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Green with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Golden State!
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Holmgren against Green. Outside for SGA. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And it's Holmgren missing. The Warriors have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Holmgren. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Here's Wallace. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Warriors lead by 10. Green with a screen on Williams. Pass to Pajimski. And it's Caruso on the take. Some solid defense from Butler.
Oh, he had all the room he needed, just failed to convert it.
Porzingis finds Butler. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Here's Porzingis. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Holmgren. To the middle. Can they get it? Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's Holmgren. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Porzingis. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. And Wallace, here we go. The kick out to Williams. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. And there's the rejection.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Off target at the rim. Now the Warriors with it. Some momentum. A 15-2 run underway. Curry passes to Butler. Three-pointer off the mark. Thunder trail by 13. Caruso, a screen on Butler. To the inside. Caruso with the bucket.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Now Pajemski. Outside, Green. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. The Warriors lead by 7. Doris from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a free-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Guys, back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you.
Nice work by Chet Holmgren on the interior. Hey, you've got to be opportunistic if you find yourself in the paint.
Butler passes to Curry. Pass to Porzingis for 3. Holmgren with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Here's Porzingis. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Wallace misses. The Warriors lead by 12. Butler on the wing. Williams defending. Pulls it. Butler can't get it to go.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And the Warriors miss again.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game. Stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And here's Curry for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Pass to Horford. screen by Horford. Curry passes to Horford. Horford gets it done inside.
Well, there isn't a shot Al Horford cannot make, and on the interior, that's easy work for him.
Williams' shot is good.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And Horford powers it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Yep, that one goes.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Pass to Curry. 59 seconds left in the first half of this game. Goes up from the top of the key. Not enough on that one as it misses. Thunder trail by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA with the float game all day.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Horford passes to Curry. Horford, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
He may give up a little size, but has to bounce to hold his own.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's SGA outside. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Pass to Horford. Now Green. The 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Off target from three-point range. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Warriors on top, up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. If you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kristaps Porzingis. What a contribution.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Wallace and Williams run the wings. Chet Holmgren out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Ahead. Williams passes to Caruso. Curry against SGA. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. When SGA is carving out that kind of career, you can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
You love when guys like Chet Holmgren, who enters the league with big expectations, works hard to meet those expectations. It's been great to watch.
The Warriors lead by 4. Outside, Green. 4-3. Rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wallace outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. Well, the Warriors' shooting has been great this game. 58%. Down low. Here's Porzingis.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't pull him off.
And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry with a steal. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And stolen by Williams.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Wallace misses. The Warriors lead by 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They kick it out to Porzingis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
You simply have to respect the shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Caruso. Curry with the block.
The tremendous defensive effort from Stephen Curry. Believe me, his teammates will hear about that denial.
And the shot goes. SGA's got 11 points.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Curry, no good. Thunder trail by 7. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos is checked in for Porzingis. Moody comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Melton in for Stephen Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The Warriors lead by 7. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Outside Moody, Melton on the wing. Pass to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Back to Williams. Inside, on the wing, Caruso. To the right side. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Golden State. Horford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Podziemski with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Moody on the wing. And stolen by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. On target from range. He's got 14.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Out to Horford. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Taking 2 shots.
Horford hits them both.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Caruso outside. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, SGA. Back to Holmgren. Warriors with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Into the lane. Holmgren with the block. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Golden State. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Brandon Pajemski out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Moody. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Santos in at the 4-man position. That's the Warriors 5. Outside Pajemski. The 3-ball. Hits the 3-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 15. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And it's Caruso penetrating. Pass to Holmgren. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Horford inside. He's covered by Holmgren. Horford, a screen on Williams. Moody passes to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, just tremendous work in the pick and roll. Al Horford outstanding as the roll man.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Melton picks him up defensively. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Here's the 3. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Santos. Uses the glass on the layup.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Wallace. Cash from downtown.
You're such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Horford.
Third personal foul.
First one falls. Curry, he's checked in for Pajemski. Horford hits them both. Thunder trail by 16. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Here's the pass to Williams. It's intercepted. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Quick 2, all net.
Stephen Curry, a 3-level scorer, gets a chippy right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, the shot misses.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Curry looking it over. Horford, a screen on Caruso. With the floater. Holmgren there for the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Caruso, a screen on Melton. Oh, the long ball, no good. The Warriors lead by 18. Outside Curry, deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And there's 1:38 left in the final quarter. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Tries from 19. Oh, the shot is off. Thunder trail by 16.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Warriors.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Stephen Curry.
This guy's vision was on point all night. He kept everyone involved.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Caruso, and a quick 2 as he powers it in.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Moody! No good from 3! The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Caruso outside. And the basket is good. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Stephen Curry cashes in from 18.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
On the wing, Williams. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Horford there with a board. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Lets it go from 14. Oh, it's off. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow!
Liddell, and he's done it again.
Dynamite!
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle.
Yes.
He's going to take this all the way.
It is all! Wow! Quick Rampage Jackson! Ball clearance and a chance here, and beautifully put away. Wembanyama the fake, the reverse, and the foul.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer.
Has knocked out Chuck Liddell. Ran in his bag, and the crowd is. Oh, wow!
Liddell, and he's done it again.
Dynamite!
And look out for Hill in the open field. He's got an angle.
Yes.